Good morning, everyone. Before we start, can I just check, has everyone found the free coffee and pastries that were in the cafe bar? Yeah? Good. Because a couple of you clutching Danish pastries and coffees carefully balanced. So it looks like we're all caffeinated and we're ready to go. So a very warm welcome from me and from the rest of the team at Tank. And thank you to you guys for coming and joining us this morning. Little intro to myself. I was a bit freaked out when I saw this because it looked like I'm speaking at my own memorial service. As it says there, Martin Stone. So my background, I've been a brand PR professional for coming on 20 years now, which is scary when you start dating it. My background is in broadcast journalism. So I used to be TV and radio journalist at the BBC before moving over to commercial radio, worked at commercial radio stations across the country. And then inevitably did the move that every journalist does over to the dark side of PR, which is how we've ended up where we are today. So I've worked for Tank for 15 years and I took the MD seat back in January. For those of you who don't know us, I know there's plenty of clients in the room with us today, but also some new faces. We're a digital marketing and PR agency. We're based here in Nottingham and we've recently launched an office at Ancoats in Manchester as well. Thank you. Brief history, founded back in 2009, and today we've got 4 distinct divisions. So we've got 4 teams at Tank. We've got a brand PR team, digital PR team, we've got a content studio, and we've got a digital team that covers everything from SEO, PPC, paid social, organic social, CRO. And you'll be hearing from some of those team leads with us this morning as well. We work with B2B and B2C brands across the UK and beyond. So some of them are household names like Betway and Canva, for instance. And then we've got sector specialists as well. Think of the likes of SAS and Duracell. Now, regardless of who we work with, our purpose as a business remains the same. It's our purpose on the screen to ensure that everyone in Tank's world makes their mark. So regardless of your clients, people, or communities. And it's that communities aspect for us that is quite far reaching. So it covers everything from the charities and organisations that we're individually passionate about through to working with schools, colleges, universities to nurture the next generation of marketing talent. And of course, that community aspect extends to you guys as well, the wider marketing community. And that's exactly why we decided to launch the ThinkTank brand and series of events. That's to start conversation, to look at challenges, to look at the problems we're all facing as a marketing community. We're hoping this is going to become an annual event, looking at the different challenges that we face. So well done for making it to the inaugural event. You can consider yourself pioneers. I mentioned challenges there, which brings us to the kind of topic that we're covering today, and that's AI search. I do find it slightly ironic that we, as actual humans, are gathered in an actual room talking about this. But, seeing so many of you here today really shows how important this topic is. And I think, we'll all admit we're all in different stages of this journey in terms of AI. Some of us are ahead of the curve, some of us are behind the curve, and some of us don't even know where to start. But we understand the impact this is having on our industry, on the work we're doing, but also the work we're going to be doing in the future as well. So that's why we've got 6 amazing speakers who have travelled from across the country to be with us today. And they're each going to be bringing their own unique perspective to the topic of AI search. So you can see from the agenda, you're going to be hearing from our own Martin Harris, who's Tank's head of digital. Search is happening everywhere. Why isn't your marketing? Then we've got Charlie Clark, founder and CEO of Minty Digital, on winning the online visibility game in 2025. We've got Tanya Gerard, founder of Tanya Gerard Digital, how AI search can exclude. Then we've got Martin Gettings. I promise we don't just hire people with the name Martin at Tank, but we have got 3 of us here today, weirdly. Head of brand PR, so building your brand in the age of AI search. Karina Sultana, founder of Q&Co Digital, rethinking SEO in the age of generative AI. And then finally, we've got Ed Wilson, senior search lead at Frontify, on how to adapt your strategy for AI search and discovery. We're going to be hearing from each of them in turn, and they will take questions at the end of their presentations. We're going to be stopping for a coffee break around halfway through. And if you haven't already, you're going to get the chance to submit questions for the speaker panel. We're going to be having at the end. So all the speakers are going to join me on stage. We're going to be having a bit of a Q&A. Thank you for those who have already submitted questions. If you haven't, you can use the QR code on the screen there. We will be putting that back up at the break, so don't worry about taking it now. And then also, if you feel the need and you want to tag us in any social posts today, our social handles are there. And again, we'll be repeating that at the break. And the exciting part, there is an incentive for submitting questions today. So we're going to have a prize draw, which we will be doing just after the interval. So we're going to select one person who has entered a question to get a £50 voucher for the new Ivory Brasserie that's opening in Nottingham, which quite handily we are doing the launch for. So if everyone's ready, we're going to get underway.